Hello YouTube, it's GoPronopper, and today I have another awesome camera haul video for you. And it has been forever since I've done one of these, so I'm absolutely stoked. And I don't even know what number we're on at this point, so you'll just have to check the video title. Anyways, we're going to get started with this item right here. And the reason I have this out is because I mentioned it in a video like 2 or 3 videos ago, I don't remember exactly, but I couldn't find it at the time. Well, I finally found it. It was tucked away in a tote in my room, and here it is. This is the Polaroid Spirit 600 series land camera in great shape. Looks really nice cosmetically, and as you can see, $5. Unfortunately, I can't actually show you how the camera operates because there is a pack of unused film in here. So I'm going to go ahead and try that out. I don't know if I'll do a video on it or not. It depends on the subject I shoot. I don't even know if the film is good or not. Anyways, moving on. This is a find that I had at the thrift store literally across the street from my school. This is a Nikon N75. This is the last, I believe, fully automatic 35mm SLR that they put out. And this one is in fine shape. I do not know if it works or not. I haven't tested it, but I really just bought it for the lens because I'm pretty sure I can use it on my D3000. But this one was $5, so even if it doesn't work, I don't think I'm out that much because the lens is still working. Anyways, next up, something I found at my local antique mall, and this one happened almost immediately after I uploaded that last recent pickups video. This is an Agfa Isolette, the first model. You can tell because it's spelled with a J. It's pronounced Isolette anyways. Press the button on top and it pops out. This is a 120 film folding camera, and this one is in great shape. The bellows have no light leaks, and the shutter works great with the exception of the slow speeds below 1/25 of a second. They're a little sluggish. However, bulb and time work just fine. And I will close up the aperture for you so you can see that. This one was a bit more expensive. It was $15, but I think it was worth it because I don't really have any folding roll film 120s. So this one is going to be very fun to shoot. And I already have a roll of Fuji 100 Acros Neopan set aside. So very excited to try that one out. Next up is this little guy, which I actually got on eBay for $5 plus free shipping. This is an Ansco Memar, or Mimar, I don't know. This is actually the first version Agfa Select. This one came to me with a non-functioning shutter, and fortunately I was able to repair it to a working condition. Everything on it works just fine. The only thing is I do have to readjust the focusing wheel. I'm not sure if when I reinstalled the front element I have that aligned properly, but this is just a really small, very simple 35mm viewfinder camera, as you can see. So that one, like I said, was $5 with free shipping, so $8, not too bad. Now, this camera is the subject of a very late Friday night trip to Goodwill. I had some stuff I needed to drop off, and I happened to waltz inside, and I checked out the electronics section, and this is the first thing I found. This is an Olympus Infinity Stylus Epic. Always a great camera. As you can see, this particular one has a 35mm f2.8 lens. This one is fixed focal length though. This one does not have zoom. And as you can see by the price tag, I paid $2.99 for it. So not at all a bad deal for one of these. I haven't tested it yet. I'm assuming it works though, because it's in very good shape. Now, the biggie of that night. Now, I walked over to the display case, and they had a ton of camera cases in there. The first one was some cheap 90s SLR, 35mm, and it was like 20 bucks. I was not interested because it didn't come with any extra lenses, and it just really wasn't that special of a camera. Checked in one of the other bags, and it was a pretty nice Ricoh system, or Ricoh system. Don't remember the model number, but it was pretty fancy. However, they wanted like $75 for it, which is insane. And I opened up the last of the 3 bags, and in it, I found this. This is a Minolta SRT 202, but now I have to explain something, because when I bought it, they had it set up with some other lenses. One of these was in the bag. This is a lens I bought in a camera haul a long time ago. I've had this one for quite some time. And for whatever reason, the lens mount on this camera was off by 1 screw to the side. So whoever reinstalled it, installed it improperly, and none of the lenses could mount. So I went and I got the floor manager. Now, they had 2 lenses in that bag. This one here, not this exact one, a copy of it, and the one I'll show you in just a minute. And they wanted, I believe, 30 bucks for the whole outfit, which isn't a bad price. However, I asked how much they would sell just the body for, and they said, we'll take 10 bucks for it. So I got the body at 10 bucks, and then I pulled this out of the bag and asked how much it would be, and they said $5 for this Rokkor 45mm f2 lens. It took me all of about 5 minutes to readjust the lens mount. And so this is the system I wound up with. A Minolta SRT 202 and a Rokkor 45mm f2. Like I said, the 50mm just f2. The 52 I already had. I picked it up from the same Goodwill a very long time ago. But now this kit has come full circle, and this is probably my favorite Minolta SLR now. I really like this one. Anyways, after that super long ramble fest, we can keep moving on. Now this one I was very lucky to find. This one I found at an antique mall for 5 bucks. This is a Honeywell Pentax Spotmatic body. And this one works just fine as well. Very nice camera. I really like the way it feels, the way it looks. That wind lever is really awesome. Don't exactly know why, I just really like it. But overall, I kind of feel like this is a nicer looking version of just the K1000. It's not a bad camera, and I cannot wait to see if I can find one of these screw mount Takumar lenses for it. But overall, I think it is a very solid looking body, and I really can't wait to test it with some of the Pentax lenses. Another $5 bargain find is this, a Tower 32B SLR. Now this is a Mamiya camera, actually rebranded for Sears, and it came with the case. Now this one came into my possession because when I bought it, it was not working. The self-timer was jammed, and the lens had some issues, so there was no real way to test the camera. Well, I was talking with, fortunately the person who was working there was actually the vendor, and she said, you know, take it off my hands for 5 bucks. I really didn't put that much into it. And so, fortunately, I was able to get the self-timer unjammed and fix the lens. Now, this one has a really unusual stop-down system, where it's controlled by this pin on the side of the lens. You open up the aperture, or you can close it by pressing that switch, and then when you fire the shutter, there's this little button right here that sticks out and trips that. Forgot to wind it. I don't remember exactly what the base model of this camera is, but there's very, very little information out on it. It also uses the exact Bayonet mount, which is really unusual. It's my first camera that uses that mount. I just want to show you, it has a horizontally traveling cloth focal plane shutter. And it works just fine. So for 5 bucks, can't really go wrong. Took quite a bit to get the lens working though. That was a long repair process. And I believe that covers everything except for today's finds. Now, I was out, I sent a roll of 120 film in to get developed, and on the way home I decided to stop at my local antique mall. Walked in there, they had these Canon T50s. Now, why do I have two of them? Well, I was there the first time, I bought this one. Look at the price. Canon T50, broken parts, $3. So I immediately snatched this one up because I wanted to, try and figure out what was wrong with it, see if I could maybe get an operational camera. Well, I put some batteries in there, and this one has the usual broken battery door latch problem, so I'll just have to tape it for now. But two AA batteries, close it up, and if I fire the shutter, it works. So, a not broken camera for $5, or excuse me, $3, but that's not the best part. This booth was having a 20% off sale, so I actually only ended up paying about $2 for this one. And I got it home, and when I saw it was working, I immediately turned back around, went and picked up the other one for another $2.50. So I spent $5 and I got two working Canon T50 bodies out of it. This one doesn't have batteries in it right now, just because I'm using the batteries in the other one. But this one came with the body cap. Again, they're both working just fine. So I'm really happy I grabbed these. I do kind of like these bodies. They have a cool aesthetic to them. And for $5 for two of these, you really can't go wrong. I think what I might do is once I manage to find a solution to the battery cover, I might lend one of these to a friend so they can try out some 35mm film photography for themselves. So, very neat cameras, and I'm really glad I picked them up because these came dirt cheap. You don't find them much less expensive than that. Oh yeah, and this one came with a 2x teleconverter on it. I'll see if I can get that off. Unfortunately, that label makes it kind of hard to remove the lens. I was saving that so you guys could see it. Yeah, I'll have to take that off because it's stuck right now. Anyways, that's going to be it for this camera haul video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and also let you know that I should have some more videos coming out on some other cameras fairly soon. Again, that'll be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.